Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're having an amazing weekend. We're taking another look here at Chainlink. Just kidding. Avalanche. Chainlink is next. We're going to take a look at a few key factors. In fact, we did swing down a lot lower than we expected here, but we're still maintaining this ascending trend as well as a higher high and higher low pattern in the last roughly 12 hours. Okay, so Avalanche is still looking in decent shape from the outside looking in, but we'll take a deeper dive here and kind of understand what's going to happen here potentially next with this coin, and obviously double check a few key factors in the back end. So if you are new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. If you do want to learn something more, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. Got a trading academy and automated signals where I send out trade signals and take some healthy profits. As a matter of fact, we took some good profits recently here for Avalanche. That was a quick scalp there. But yesterday was a nice day here. Solana 20%. Solana. Boy, took a lot of Solana trade signals there. There's ETH. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, yesterday, Avalanche 30% in 10 hours. That's not too bad. Again, those are scalp trades. Different story here for our traditional trades where we got like 80% and 30% here for Gala. But anyways, I like to bring that to your attention because a lot of folks are part of my premium group. They're just there for the trading university, and they don't even know there's signals available. So be sure to check that out in your own time. Link down below. Let's go ahead and talk about Avalanche here. So back-end liquidation data, just something to note. This is roughly the last 7 trading days. So when you zoom in, this is maybe 3 or 4 trading days here. But what we're looking at, we got a significant amount of liquidation at about $19.80. So that does lead me to believe that the price action could still swing down lower before the price ramps back up. What I mean by that is lower liquidation levels. You have a lot of liquidation at a certain point. That's like a magnet, and the price action typically wants to pull towards that because market movers will submit a lot of small little orders to get to the price down there. They'll basically continue to sell their Avalanche and get to that level, and then they'll ramp the price right back up as soon as they hit that. Okay, so just know with this being present, that doesn't imply that's a support level. That implies that that's more of an area of interest. Okay, so it would make sense for Avalanche to swing down to $20 range before it sweeps back up. Okay, again, just some back-end things there to kind of recognize. Looking at the big picture here, we're still overextended. No surprise there. Money flow index is still high. So we got to recognize that with the money flowing still into this coin, keep in mind it's tapered off over the weekend, very, very common, then we're going to be able to sustain this price point. However, we'll look at smaller time frames here. Again, as the volume tapers off, so does the price. So as the price, goes up, if the price were to go up and the volume goes down, it's somewhat of a bearish divergence that is oftentimes overlooked. So bear in mind too, price action down to $20 does make a little more sense at this point. That's half the reason why when we took our trade too, because we did take a recent Avalanche long, we have multiple entry targets, and our second entry target is closer to that $20 mark. So try not to worry too much about it. If you're following my signals, I am confident if we do get that little sweep there, we should be able to sustain, because this most recent resistance at about 1975 should work as a support level here moving forward once that liquidity has been swept. Okay. Again, that's a potential reality. Is it a probability? Hard to say. Money flow index is coming up a little bit here, but RSI is tapering off and hanging out at about 50. So oftentimes I don't recommend at this point to take a trade on this coin, just based on us being kind of at this indecisive level. We do take a look at liquidity once more. This upper liquidity level is likely to be swept. You got to keep in mind there's a lot of money on the table there for some of those whales. So keep in mind that could be a point of contention there. This lower liquidity level has been swept from previous, but we do have a small, again, the last 7 trading days we identified, there is a lot of liquidity right here. So again, my speculation is the price pulls back, we could see one of these here. Okay. Again, a lot of emphasis on the word if. Just because there's a lot of liquidation doesn't mean it's going to happen. You got to recognize that too. It's not like a guarantee. It just increases the odds that level will be hit harder. Okay. So just bear that in mind. Fair value gap, not much really to note there. That's all been swept here recently. Take a look at our moving averages. We're still ascending positively on the 50-day SMA, but we're underneath the 20. I'd like to see the price back up over the 20 here. We will see here soon if that is a possibility. It really depends on Bitcoin too, because I've noticed that Avalanche, when Bitcoin does well, Avalanche will do pretty good. And then when Bitcoin actually just goes sideways like it has been kind of doing, Avalanche will jump all over the place. Okay, so what we're hoping for is a little more stability from Bitcoin to get this coin to ramp up, but we need more volume, truthfully. The volume has tapered off significantly, and that's, I would say, a slight cause for concern. Last but not least here, taking a look at the Ichimoku Cloud. We have officially broken below, and as I mentioned yesterday, when taking a trade, make sure that you confirm the price action closes above that level. Okay, so right here, price action truly did not. You see it wicked up a few times. That 0.5 Fibonacci held as a strong resistance, and now we're making lower lows and also higher lows. Okay, so a lot of times this is somewhat of a wedge pattern, and oftentimes with things like this, wedges can go in either direction. It really depends on where it originates from. A lot of times when it originates from the top, these things can break down. Okay, so it could continue lower, but again, there's a few other supporting factors we have right now too. But the truth is, no matter how you look at it, because again, this coin has good and bad things going on right now. In other words, low volume, but we're above some key level supports. That's kind of like a situation which I try not to take a trade. While we already have one open, I'm not concerned with it. The way that the entry targets we have are pretty good. But the truth is here, right now, at this exact time, it would be best not to take a long position because we're underneath the cloud. Conversion line is below the baseline. Lag and span is not free and clear. So we got 0 out of 3 indications here to take a long, and basically 0 out of 3 indications to keep your short position open, right? When it invalidates both directions, that's basically a situation where you just kind of pump the brakes. I'm not going to FOMO in. I'm going to wait for confirmation. And confirmation would be a closure above 22.35, right in the range. Just say round number $23 would be a nice solid close. It's more like up here, but anything over 22.35 would be appropriate. But also, if the price just goes sideways for just say another 24 hours, then we'll naturally be above the cloud here, and that might be a good consideration too. Okay, so again, a lot of different schools of thought, but best trade right now is no trade personally. So I just hesitate and hang out and wait. So we have a lot of invalidations to consider a long position, and the same thing for a short as well. Yeah. So when we're in situations like this, you guys should kind of learn to accept the fact that you shouldn't force a trade. And again, good traders look for reasons not to take a trade, and we just identified a lot of reasons not to take a trade right now with this coin. Okay. So until it makes a move, I think at this point we kind of just hesitate and wait on the sidelines. It's the best move. All right. Thanks again, folks, for watching. Hope you learned something here today. Quick mention here too. Thank you again so much for Bitunix for a phenomenal opportunity for my members, where they actually allow for you to use their exchange with no VPN, no KYC. Tremendous benefits. Use my link down below. You'll qualify for future trading competitions too. And we're already halfway to our target. We think we need about 100 new users for that, and we're at about 50 at this point. So that's actually a very good sign. So keep up the good work, everyone. Glad it's working out very well for you. I'm happy to hear that. I like it a lot myself. Thanks again for your time again. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.